Okay, so I like to have some kind of a pocket in the front of my journal. So we are going to put a big pocket or do something here on the front cover. Now, how do we want to make a fun pocket? Let's see what we got to work with. Oh, these guys. Okay, so I'm thinking one of these would work great inside this front cover. So let's see. We've got some of, both of them match really well. Both of them work good with this. So I think I'm not going to do too much with it. This is just going to be kind of simple. These are just, or we could save these for journaling cards. I think we will save them for journaling cards. Let's do that. So we can just set those aside because they're perfect just the way they are. So let's go ahead. Maybe we'll use one of these. These are paint. You can get these for, they're for paint samples. Snow Shadow Blue, Dove White, Shimmering Sky. So let's do that. So let's make like a tuck or a pocket. So I am just going to think about positioning. I'm just going to tear this, I think, because it's a nice sturdy paper. Maybe a little more there. And we're going to throw in a pocket, and then maybe we'll do some decorating after. Maybe make a couple little clusters or something like that. This is a little big. Perfect. Okay, so we'll put that guy there. And then maybe we'll find something else to put on there. Let's ink this edge a little bit because I want to not have too much white. And we were using, let's use some Distress ink here. I'm going to use this Distress ink Pine Needles. And I'm going to use my little brush. And I need a piece of scrap paper. Actually, I don't really mind. That was darker than I expected on here, but that's okay. That is awesome. Okay, so that's gonna go there. Let's see, I should have prepped a couple stencils just in case. Let's see, I've got one free here. I don't mind if it's a little different because we're gonna add some, we just wanna add a little texture in here. Let's, we'll just use this green. I'm just gonna, see, that's all I wanted to do. Just add a little depth to that background and carry on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stick this down right away. And I am using, this is art glitter. My bottle is, I've had it for a long time. What I refill this one over and over again. So here's what a big bottle looks like. And I refill this one because it's easier. This is one of my favorite glues to use. It's art glitter. And I believe you can order it on Amazon. I think you might also be able to pick it up at like Michael's or something like that. So we just put a little bit of that glue on those two corners. And then we're going to put it right down here. Give it a good smoosh. Okay, perfect. And there we go. We now have a pocket, which we can leave as is or keep going. One of the nice things I like about this art glitter glue is it dries really fast. So it grabs quickly and it holds and dries really quickly too. So we have a little bit of a pocket here. And now look what we can do. Boop. We could put one of these guys like right in here right away if we wanted to. So we're already starting. We're building. We're building. Let's see, where else do we want to put a pocket? I think we want to leave this, maybe. These guys are great. We're going to leave them, I think. And we have a pocket here. Which will one of these fit in here? Let's find out. It will, but it's a little tall, so we'll have to find something a little shorter for that. All right, let's work with this pocket since we know we want to make it a pocket, and I think I'm going to make it a side pocket here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a scissors and cut this edge right here. Do I want it straight or do I want to angle it? Because we can do that. We can do it this way. Let's just do it. For some funsies, let's go ahead and do this. Sometimes you just got to commit, be done. And now look, we can use this for another pocket someplace else. So perfect. Okay. So this, it can be another little pocket here. So now we've got 3 pockets in our book. There's our beautiful center. And then, of course, we have this that opens up. I think what I'm going to do with this, just to make it a little bit easier to put things in, is I'm going to trim here. And here, I'm cutting right on that seam. And then I want this to lay about like that. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to take some of the art glitter glue and I'm going to glue this edge here and here. And now this is also going to become another little tuck spot. Just holding that for a second or two. I know it's going to grab well. Okay. And then this will still fold like so. Let's get a good crease on there. Okay. So we got that and that. What else do we want? We got some fun different heights here. This is that fold out, which I think let's leave that as is and have like, we can put something fun here. I think what we'll do is we will put this and make this a corner spot right here. Yeah, I think that looks, or do we want to do a top? Decisions. I think right like that. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's first, I want to ink that edge a little bit. Maybe I've got some left over in here. All right, and this is going to go like this. So we're going to glue here and here. Actually, we're going to glue the whole thing on the back because it does make its own pocket. So we're going to glue this whole thing. And then that is going to go right like So all right. Now the next thing I want to add is I want to add what's called a belly band. So if you're not familiar with those, it's basically a strip of paper, fabric, something like that, that we'll use across a page this way, that you can tuck things in and you can see on both sides. So let's find a page that will look nice with. I'm wondering, I think this other music page would be nice. I do want to do something with this yet. I don't know what, but we're going to do something with this fun little flippy. Actually, let's do that. Oh, I like that idea. Okay. Yep. And then that makes that more space to write if a person would want to. And so we'll need to add something on there. But first, do you see these little knobbies? I'm gonna just see if I can't get a few of those down a little bit. This was probably from like a kit or something that you can punch out pieces of paper. So this is just getting off those little spots where it was connected to the bigger sheet that it was on. There. Also, a little piece of sandpaper works really good for that kind of stuff too. So we're gonna put this on here like this, because I think that's kind of fun. So we'll want to glue this. Think about how I'm gluing it. Okay, so we need to glue here and under there. And then we'll add some more decoration. So this bit gets glued here. That might have been too far. And then this side. Okay. And then we'll put a little glue under here in this corner. Okay. See, it doesn't take much to start adding your own personalization to something too. So if you were to get a blank journal, it's super, like, how fun is that? Little cute page, turn it. So I think we're gonna leave this for journaling, but we might add like a cluster, some other decoration on here as we go. And now we have this great quote in here as well. So now back to what we were doing, belly band on this side. So we're gonna take a piece of this, and we're gonna just layer up a few things. I want something a little more plain or with a contrast, or even better, let's take a piece of lace. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna take this piece of lace and I'm gonna let it hang over top and bottom a little bit. And let's do this. Set you there. We're going to, let's take that blue map piece, because we're gonna back this a little bit. So just gonna tear that. And let's take this piece here. We're gonna tear the top in this one, tear that there. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna use a Scotch permanent glue stick to get these together a little bit, because we're gonna do something else to them yet too. Normally I like Scotch Create glue sticks, but I couldn't get any. So, but this is still a permanent and it holds lots of stuff. But the Scotch Create is really, that's my go-to when it comes to heavy duty glue sticks. There's a bunch of different brands out there, but that's the one I prefer. And then we're going to get this on here. I'm just going to do this like this. Might stick through a little bit, but that's okay. This stuff dries clear. Okay. And there we go. Nice and sturdy. And then it needs a little bit of something. Might be a little bit too big. We can kind of rip it or trim it down a little bit. But I like that. Maybe flip it this way. Yeah. Let's ink it a little bit. Let's use some of our brushed corduroy. See if that will be enough. Just want to hit that. Oh yeah, there we go. And hit the edge a little bit. Maybe get a little bit on the lace. Like so. Now we need a little bit more flair to this guy. Let's see. Blue side out. And bottom is, I'm just looking at the edge, how much I have hanging off here. And I want some to stick out because I want this to be a little bit more shabby. This top bit is going to be harder. I'm going to tear the paper first, and then I'm just going to fray this up some, because I like having some of that stick out on the edges of journals. Let's fray this up a little bit down here too. And it's only going to fray so much because we've already glued it. There we go. All right, now it just needs a little bit of something. Accent point. Let's see, how about one of these? Let's do the tree. So I'm just cutting this out along the edges, and then we'll add that. Hope everyone's doing well. I had a busy weekend. So we'll just cut this out and get it on here. There we go. That goes, we'll put that on here someplace. And we'll go from there. So that little tree. Let us see what else we have. You know what would be kind of cool? One of these guys, maybe. Or let's look in our little cup. See what else we have that could go on here to decorate this a little. This is kind of fun, maybe. Let's do that. And maybe if there's a small butterfly. Oh yeah, this yellow one. Okay. So let's go, we know that's gonna go there. So let's go ahead and get that on there. Get that on there. this is too white, so let's tone that down. Let's use a little bit of green. I'm gonna just see if there's some left over on my green ink. Bring that white down just a bit. Oh, come back. Didn't need a lot, but you can see, I don't know if you can see the difference. And then this is gonna go here. And then maybe a tree over here. And then the butterfly. Yeah. I dig it. So you I might I kind of rearrange stuff a little bit sometimes. I want them kind of flying. And then like so. Okay. And now we'll hit the back of this. I'm gonna have to refill my bottle here pretty soon for sure. Okay. And then that goes like so. And then hopefully I didn't get anything where it didn't need to be. I feel like it needs one little thing yet, but I'm not sure what. Maybe we'll come across something as we go. Okay, now double check we didn't glue anything together. We're good, so there goes that far, that far. And then we'll be able to tuck, this is gonna be too big, but one like this in here. Once we find another little perfect item. I wonder if these are, that's the same. Okay, so there we have a belly band. So we've added a couple of pockets, a little belly band. This does need something else, I just don't know what. This little pocket, so let's look. See what we have. One pocket, two pockets, three pockets, four pockets, and then this is a tuck spot, so that's 5 items, 6, and 7. So we have 7 pockets. And we're still a little, we got room yet, but isn't that looking fun now? We have some little things tucking out. So I think maybe let's do maybe this guy as one more pocket someplace. How about toward the middle? And it can stick out a little bit. Oh, that might be fun. Doesn't interrupt the flow. Could do it on that side. There are other pockets right on the next page, so maybe we'll find a different spot. I like to try and balance things out a little bit, front to back. Oh, that's nice. What's it look like on this side? We could add something on this side, but I kind of like that on there. Let's do it. Let's just do it. So I'm going to run a bead of glue on this side here. And one of the things that I think is important to think about when you're making journals is to not worry. If it doesn't work, it's just paper. It's no big deal. And you could always tear it out or cover it up or something like that. So, but look at that. Now we have a little tuck spot here. We can tuck something. And then on this side, let's put a butterfly. Ooh, that's pretty. Maybe a little too big, a little smaller. That's kind of nice. That's a maybe. Or we could do a scrap of paper or one of these pieces of cardstock and a butterfly. Let's go. I like this mustard color. Let's do the mustard color. And then if that shows up on the other side, I want one that's got more on the back. Let's see what else we've got. Where's those dictionary ones? Oh, that one might be okay too. Let's see what it looks like if we flip the page. Interesting, but I don't love it. Maybe a torn piece of paper instead. This could be fun. Nope, don't love that either. I think I do have to go with my first choice and put it about right there. Yep. Okay, we're just going. We're doing it. We're doing it. So I'm just gonna glue here. Maybe a little bit there. And then like so. And now we have another little tuck spot here. So maybe these butterflies are a little big. Let's see if we've got a smaller one. That could, oh, that's kind of nice. All right, see, I'm pondering. Maybe this, oh yeah, let's do that. Little pop of color. So, got some options. I'm just going to stick that there, I think. See what it looks like on the other side, because it is going to peek out. So we need to see what we got color-wise going on. It's fun. I think I'm gonna tear it down just a little so it doesn't peek out. All right, yep. See, it's really good to just commit, just go with it. Don't overthink it sometimes. That's key advice there. Don't overthink it. And ooh, let's make that a little cockeyed, because we're gonna have something else straight on here right now. I know this is pretty white. Let's knock that back a little. How about, let's see if we got a little blue left in here. Yeah, let's knock that back a little. I know this is black, but I also use this with my blue, and I used blue in here last. That's not quite doing it. Maybe, let's see if we got some brown left on our, or maybe some green. Cool. Okay, so now you can see it's a little bit different. All right, that's gonna go there. And I'm gonna take this, and we are gonna ink this up a little bit. It has a nubby here I'm just scratching off with my nail and roughening it up a little. So I'm just, it's too straight and too perfect. So I am just making the edges a little rough, just with my fingernail. Just breaking it down a little, giving it some more texture. Okay, and now let's give a little ink to this one too. Let's use some blue. Let's use a little, yeah, blue. It's the blue I want. Just a little. Make it look like it's a little worn, tattered some. And now we're going to put a little something up in that spot there. Uh-oh, lost my pin. There's my pin. What do we have for thread scraps? Thread scraps. Can do this. This is left over from the cover. So I am just going to put this through here and give it a quick tie. Nothing fancy. Just knot it. Like that. Of course, my knot wanted to flip to the back, and I want it on the front. So we're gonna wiggle, wiggle. Just a little more. There we go. Beautiful. And I'm gonna get this on here underneath the butterfly. So that's gonna go there. And then we'll see that on the other side as well. So that is going there. And then we're gonna put our little butterfly here. Still feel like it needs a little something else, something softer. Let's try a little scrap of this. And let's put some blue on it. Baloo. Baloo, baloo. See, you can put ink on anything. Doesn't always stick, but some stuff it works really well on. All right. And like so, just for a little, oh yeah, that's better. Let's get you. Yes, okay. So I'm gonna put some glue on the butterfly first because that'll be easier. Then make sure I have that where I want it. Kind of. I just decided I want something else here. I'm gonna take some brown thread. And put that under there too. Ah, come back. Come back, come back. Just for a little other texture. And boom. Wiggle you up here a little. Okay, so those are grabbed there. Maybe a little more thread. You can't see it really great, so put a little more in. This is just like old thread that I've had for a million years that I got in like an old sewing kit. So it is getting a new use because it's not very good for sewing anymore. And that's what you can do with some of your older threads or stuff you get from like a flea market or an auction, if you're going that route to start getting some of your craft supplies, there's so many options for stuff that you can use. This is a mess. Okay. There we go. And like so. There we go. Give it a good squish. And there. What do you think? I think that's tremendous. Okay, I am going to stop it there for today. We will come back with our next part of the series and do a little bit more decorating and making some fun things to put in these pockets as well. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, you know the drill. And I look forward to showing you some more cool stuff. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great day.